Hello and welcome to the Cuddles Corner. I'm your host, Captain Cuddles, and today we'll be going over Dota 2 because chances are buddies want you to play Dota and you've never played a Bomba. Maybe you've seen League of Legends. It's kind of similar, but you might need some help with it. So to go over it real quick, once you launch Dota, this is your starting menu. You have all sorts of things like My Profile, your Dota Plus, and Dota Battle Pass, which are additional things you have to buy. Your friends list, your channels that you're currently in. So you'll come with a default of your general area where it'll list the people in your general area. For me, it's Fairbanks, Alaska. That's not important. Leave that channel. You have your feed, your news feed, kind of like Facebook. Like my buddy just made Crusader 1. Congratulations. And apparently he snatched Aegis with Weaver. I'm not really. It's a different game mode I don't play. Um, if you go up here, you can look at heroes. If you'd like to, you can go into a demo with them where it will launch you into a single lane game and basically have free roam. So from there, this is helpful to help you practice mechanics and mess around with new heroes. So, you can say you want to level everything to max, just max out your skill tree or whatever, and this and that. Oh yeah, sure, we'll do that. And it basically just launches you single lane, whatever, what have you. You can do whatever. Do some free spells maybe and mess around with what his abilities do. You can spawn in an enemy, and from there you can just beat him up if you want to, if that's the kind of thing you're into, and you can practice the testing on your different abilities that you have. You can work on different combinations with your just spawning another enemy. Yeah, apparently, say you don't like Axe and just want to bully Axe, and you can just sit here and just do some craziness, you know what I mean? So, helps you learn the mechanics, helps you to understand tower aggro a little better, what you're looking for. If you want to do some crazy stuff, that's what you can do. So, maybe work on item builds, with different heroes. Say you want Agnim's, BKB, Meteor Hammer, Lincoln Sphere, make a badass Invoker and just go over and fuck shit up. 'Cause you're just like, you know what, fuck the world. And you're like, yeah. And this is just what the game is. Mess around, whatever, single lane. But once you're ready, you can go and jump into an actual game. You can come down here and go to Play Dota. You can create a custom lobby if you have friends that want to join you. Or you can play against bots. And down here in unranked matches, you can play pub matches. Typically, people all pick, obviously. Um, to do ranked, you need at least 100 games in matchmaking before it's unlocked. Unfortunately, I only have 88. So once you go into a game, say you're practicing against bots, you just send it. But so yeah, you go into a screen. Typically in pub matches, you have a banning phase where you can attempt to ban a couple heroes. But yeah, from there you just go ahead and you lock in whoever you want, and all your buddies are gonna lock in whoever they want. And from there you have this strategy timeline that lasts like 25 seconds or something, where you can buy your starting items. If you are following a guide, you can go to guides, pick a new guide. You can also do this in game. If you have things that you've bought for a certain character, you can go ahead and equip whatever. Like for me, I have my Rick and Morty announcer packs and my 2018 international music. So I have a Warden Courier that's customized. So, you go into this game and you have your 5 people on your team and the 5 people on the enemy team. It just so happened to be Radiant this game. Apparently Bloodseeker bought our Courier. From there, you can continue to browse guides if you want by clicking Browse All Guides, and you can just go through and click all these guides and, do whatever. You can also increase your, stats and whatever abilities you want to. Of course, this is suggesting that I build Exhort first, and most people normally do, I think. Now, from there, the real decisions are it's time to be made. Whether you're going to go mid, you're going to go bot, or you're going to go off lane, or top lane, however you want to say it. Normally Invoker's mid, but I feel like this Bloodseeker would rather go mid, so I'm just going to go up to the off lane well, I guess I'll go safe lane. I'll go off lane. But, so top lane on Radiant side is known as the off lane, and bottom lane on Radiant side is known as the safe lane. The roles are reversed for the Dire side. These guys are over here collecting bounty runes. So bounty runes spawn in at the beginning of the game and at the every 5-minute mark. So from here, you have your towers. You have your tier 1 tower, your tier 2 tower, and your tier 3 tower that is accompanied by barracks. The mid lane has a 4th tier, essentially, which are these two right here. And this bad boy right here, this is your ancient. So, in all lanes, you have creeps that move down the lanes, and they basically assist you in achieving your domination of the map, except not really. So, the concept is to get last hits on the enemy creeps to give you additional gold, and denies on your creeps. Well, this Bloodseeker is really taking all my last hits, which I guess is fine. But, Jesus. So, but once you land a last hit, you get additional gold, somewhere between 36. I think it's like 30 and 35, or maybe 30 and 36 for melee creeps, and like maybe 50 for range creeps. I guess it's 40. I just got 40. So the benefit, so yeah, I mean obviously the benefit of getting last hits on enemy creeps is to get the additional gold. But the benefit on getting denies on your creeps is that it prevents the enemy from getting experience. So if you deny your creeps and you're good about denying your creeps, it's going to be really hard for the enemy to level up. So from there, you have a side shop. Just go around the map and kind of talk about it. You have a side shop. You can buy a few items from the side shop. Not a whole lot though. You also have to, you can come down here to the old secret shop. This is secret shop. A lot of items require you to buy things from the secret shop. So, if you go to any secret shop, you can go ahead and look. It'll show you, just by clicking on how much gold you have, it'll show you what all items they have in the secret shop. If you step away from it and click the gold, it'll go through your items that you have normally. So you have your basic items and you have upgraded items, so basic items are just standard items. They exist on their own and are standalone. Upgraded items, we'll talk about, we'll say Vlad's Offering, requires a few items to build into it. So in this case, I shift clicked it. So if you shift left click on an item, it'll bring up this little bar down here in your, just on top of your screen. And these are all the items that go into Vlad's Offering. Same can be done with anything else. So we'll take Aghanim Scepter, for example. Any items that have this little red thing, this little red icon on them, the red icon on them is they need to be bought from the secret shop. All these other ones can just be bought standardly in the store. So, but once you do buy something from the store, cool thing you have is courier. So courier is this little doodad, this little doohickey right here, and he'll bring you your stuff for you. So all you gotta do is click this little arrow, and here goes our courier. It's coming to bring me some shit. So when somebody's currently requesting the courier, their character icon will appear, and the concept is to, well, try not to steal the courier from your friends while they're using it. Be patient and wait. So other things around the map are you have the shrines here. So shrine there, and there's also one in the bottom lane right here, just in between and above, well, basically just above your tier 2 tower, more or less. Of course, you always have jungle camps where you can go and farm experience. So we'll say, you know, you're over here, you're farming, getting some experience, but not really because it's too early in the game. So we're gonna de-aggro from those. So you took a little bit of damage. God damn it, you. Get out. Go on, get. So, oh my god, Jesus. This guy. So, say you took a little bit of damage in lane. You're trying to get healed again. You know, you can obviously come to these shrines, and they'll heal you pretty significantly for a decent amount of time. The only issue is once you use it, you have to wait 200 or more or less 300 seconds before you can use it again. So that's where the real issue is. That's where it really lies. So yeah, that's I mean, this is pretty much the down and dirty at Dota. There's not much else I can explain to you. Oh, observer wards, pretty helpful. Luckily we have this Earthshaker going around and planting them. So if you notice, you know, you can't really see things like what's going on around the map until you walk into them. So, and your hero and towers and creeps provide vision for you to see things, as do observer wards. So, you know, this is a common route that enemies could take potentially if they're moving from the bottom lane over to the mid lane to gank mid, this poor Bloodseeker. So by having this here, this would give that Bloodseeker the advantage of knowing that, hey, these guys are coming. If he's actively looking at his minimap, he can just notice these little arrows and see that they're coming to him. That would give him definitely a heads up. So, other things to keep into mind is, I don't know if I'm going to get lucky enough since I'm playing on fair bots, and it's already getting kind of to that point. But, is down here in the river, you'll have runes that spawn in. So this happens every 2 minutes, and it's always important to actively be looking for runes. You know, checking if they're there, seeing if they're there. They can definitely give you a big battlefield advantage. So, like this one, for example. It's an illusion rune. Makes 3 of me for a few seconds. I mean, I've been out of lane for a while, and I'm pretty underleveled, but it definitely gives a pretty big battlefield advantage here. I mean, there's 3 of me essentially attacking this Pudge. So, I mean, it's definitely a pretty big battlefield advantage, if you ask me. God damn it, Pudge. Stop running from me, you fucker. Oh, and see, now he just got a double damage rune, so this puts me at a pretty big disadvantage. I guess he's just gonna TP out. But, so yeah. I don't know why he wouldn't have sent it, but whatever. But, so yeah. So this is a down and dirty Dota. You know, 3 lanes, defending lanes, that, this, that, and the other. It's not a super complicated thing to do. The hardest part about Dota is building your hero and like buying things that are going to help improve your hero. So, but it that can definitely be, I mean, utilize the guides. I wouldn't utilize the guides so much for building your uh God, your abilities, but I would definitely use it to help you build items. So abilities, you just got to know your hero, know what your hero's gonna need and when he's gonna need it. So that is my down and dirty of Dota. I have nothing left to teach you. Please go out and learn it on your own.